Call the meeting to order and start with the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Well, good morning. Next I have is the approval of last week's minutes.
I'll make a motion to approve last week's minutes.
I will second that.
Let me get back to the agenda.
I will, yeah.
All right. Gotcha.
I'll second that motion. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. Let's go to the approval of the agenda.
I'll make a motion to approve the agenda.
I'll second that motion. It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Next is the approval of claims for payment.
I will make a motion to approve the claims for payment.
I'll second that motion. Is there any discussion on that? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. I have 10:02 now, and I will go ahead and open the public hearing on the 2016 amendment to the Pine Lake Ethanol Urban Renewal Area and Plan. Is there any questions from the public? Have we gotten any written? It's been published. We contacted the school district, and we had a meeting there, and no one showed up for that. So I've heard no discussion on this. This is over there by the Cleves area, where the NRP and Pine Lake Ethanol.
Right off 20.
Are they expanding?
They're expanding, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Is this a new urban renewal area going in, or has there been one there?
There is an urban renewal area, and this is adding on to
Adding
it,
on to it?
being able to add on to it. Is there any other public comments?
Do you know like what they're adding on, or just a building?
I believe it's storage units.
Basically storage. They put up a couple of new bins for storage and then a new addition for storage.
Really? They've done that already?
The bins are up and the construction is close to being done.
Somebody didn't go through the proper channels then.
Well, it's good you know.
Any other public comments, questions? Hearing no other, I can close the public hearing. And move to item number 7. I'm not doing an action item on that yet.
Do you need it tabled?
Number 7 is, we had Corey here to discuss a new purchase for our RVM department. He could not make it today. We got a message from him this morning, so let's go ahead and look at tabling that till next week.
I will make a
Desire.
motion to table discussion on new purchase for IRVM department.
I will second that. It's been moved and seconded to table. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Now I have to set date to receive applications for appointments to county boards and commissions. Every year we go through this, we appoint them in January, and there's a list at the auditor's office, I believe, where they can turn them in.
Pick up the application forms and turn them in.
I'm not sure
Is
if
it
they
on
got,
the
I'm not sure if
web?
they got the forms up there yet or not.
Are the forms on the web?
I'm not a web person to answer that.
That's a good question. All right, I will set the date to receive applications for appointments to county boards and commissions for December 21st. That'll give us some time to.
2016.
2016, yeah, this year, this December.
I will second that motion. It's been moved and seconded. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Now I have is a change of status in the Conservation Office.
This is end of the season, seasonal employment. I'd like to, excuse me, I would like to approve the change of status for Martin Steiner, Conservation Department, Park Tech. He's ending seasonal employment. Last day of work was 9/27/16. $13.50 an hour.
I will second that. It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Now I have a letter of support to the bike trail for a grant application. If you'd like to read that, you're on the bike trail.
I can read it, yeah. This is just a letter of support needed to apply for grants for the trail improvements. Dear Iowa River Trails Commission, on behalf of Hardin County, we would like to express complete support for the development of the Iowa River Trail. The complete 34-mile trail, Marshalltown to Steamboat Rock, will be an amazing addition to the region and a start to linking our communities to the larger central Iowa trail system. At the same time, it will provide a natural parkway between the towns of Marshalltown, Albion, Liscum, Union, Eldora, Steamboat Rock, and Pine Lake State Park. The development of this system is an occasion for us to rejuvenate local tourism and boost economic development. It is vital that we take advantage of the opportunity before us to create a quality of life feature that has become an expectation for young professionals and families as they consider where to live and work. We offer our support and encouragement to develop the Iowa River Trail and make this dream a reality. Sincerely, Hardin County Supervisors. I will make a motion.
I'll second that motion. It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? This is so that they're applying for a grant to do the bridges. You know more about this.
We have a grant where we're actually opening it up for bids that we already received. So construction will begin next spring sometime. Do not have an actual date set for the beginning, but that will start from Steamboat Rock and start going south towards Eldora. And it will cross a couple of bridges, and it will actually create trails bridge over the Iowa River for sure. That's the biggest project. It will also hook in to Pine Lake Trail, so it'll be a great start. And the next grant applications will be for bridge improvements. So we will be constructing trail bridges all the way to a couple miles south of Eldora, and that will enable the Trails Commission to open the trail up in the rough so that people can get on the trail and see how beautiful the scenery and the trail is and will be once it's paved. The goal is to eventually put a 10-foot paved trail with a 6-foot crushed rock trail beside it, all the way from a 34-mile stretch from Steamboat Rock to Marshalltown, middle of Marshalltown.
Any other discussion?
No?
Thank you for the update on that. No more discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Next is certification of cost allocation plan.
I will make a motion to approve the certification of cost allocation plan.
I'll second that. It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? This is all costs included in the proposed base on the fiscal year ended June 30th, 2016 to establish all costs, allocations, or billings for the use in fiscal year 2018. We are allowable in accordance with the requirements of 2 CFR Part 200, Uniform Administration Requirements, Costs, Principles, and Audit Requirements for Federal Awards. Unallowable costs have been adjusted for the allocation costs as indicated in the cost allocation plan. All costs included in this proposal are properly. My glasses.
That's a good one.
Allocable. There we go. To federal awards on the basis of the beneficial of casual relationship between the expenses incurred and the awards in which they are allocated in accordance with the applicable requirements. Further, the same costs that have been treated as indirect costs have not been claimed as direct costs. Similar types of costs have been accounted for consistently. That's what this is. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Next I have is change of status in the sheriff's office.
I will make a motion to approve the change of status for the sheriff's office, correction officer Justin Wieland. Hourly rate $12.84 an hour, permanent part-time hiring. We've got a date of November 30th, 2016.
That would be $12.86. I sent you an email on that hourly rate.
Oh, say again, Nancy, sorry.
$12.86.
All right, so a change for the hourly salary to $12.86 an hour.
I will second that. It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Next I have is Byron Wegner. I'm saying that wrong.
That's correct.
Okay.
That's correct.
Regarding the Level B Road. Byron?
This would be beneficial, I think, for whoever wants one.
Do you have an extra one for Renee? Here.
Anybody else
Thank
want
you.
one? Yeah. Very good. We're all on the same page. It's best if you just read it, I think, as opposed to me reading it.
Right, I guess, could you read that so that we are on video so anybody could hear what you're talking about?
I guess I should do that. November 30th, 2016, to the Hardin County Engineer and County Supervisors, from Byron K. Wagner. I am here today to bring to the supervisor's attention and to request on behalf of John Risdall, Springfield, Missouri, the need for consideration of a gravel road access to the Risdall Farm located in Concord Township, Section 31. At present and for some time past, the 80-acre farm owned by John Risdall and farmed by me, Byron K. Wagner, has been troubled by inability to access the farm from the west during critical times of the year due to absence of gravel or minimum maintenance of the road. The distance of concern is approximately 1/2 mile. No access with loads of grain is possible due to an antiquated concrete bridge that goes to the east. There is fear of collapse with heavy loads. As the photos show, this road in question is considered a dead-end road due to the unkept bridge to the east of the Risdall land. I might add, it's also a level B road. Without new gravel on the road, it takes considerable drying time after a rain event to facilitate hauling grain from the farm. Depending on the weather, sometimes the road never dries out in time for a timely harvest. In other words, the road conditions dictate the harvest. That's not acceptable. What is called for is approximately 1/2 mile of new gravel and periodic minimum maintenance. I estimate approximately 6 loads as a minimum, but that is entirely up to you. This request is submitted in earnest and will be appreciated. Thank you. Sincerely, Byron K. Wagner, representing John Risco.
Well, Byron, I have the engineer here as well, who's in charge of the roads departments. Daryl, would you like to speak on any of this?
Just, I haven't been down there personally yet. I'm visiting with the maintenance superintendent. He's never remembered putting any material on that road since he's been here. Is the rutting caused from, is that farm machinery or is that somebody else? I mean, they're,
I would guess it's hunters
okay.
that just go down with their 4-wheel drive vehicles and don't care.
The thing that we had talked about, what I talked with Lance about earlier, is that you do have the option, and this is a perfect candidate for it, level C road, which is still a public road, but it becomes gated, and the only people that have the keys are the landowners. So nobody just gets to go driving up and down, tearing the road up. And we have a few of those here in the county. That way, you don't have everybody, making that mess and stuff, so.
Well, there wouldn't be a mess if there was gravel on the road. That's the argument. There's no gravel on the road to
And from the looks of it.
absorb any kind of weather event.
From the looks of it, it would take quite a bit to bring it up. Just from here, I haven't been out there personally yet, just from your pictures. And I think in the past, one of the problems with level B, this is my personal opinion, is they were left to go and it's gonna take so much to bring them back up. If people, and we do have a policy, if you want it re-rocked, bringing a level B to a level A, the property owners pay for it. But I think in this situation.
That's not what you're asking, though. You're asking not to be brought up to a level A.
No,
Yeah, just wants it passable.
right.
And has it been a problem in the past, or is this just something that's just starting to happen?
Well, it gets worse every year. It seems like it takes very little to make it impassable for the problem is, as I stated, it limits a person as to when he can harvest his crop. If that road is out of condition, you can't use it, and therefore, how do you get the grain out of there? You have to wait, and sometimes the wait can be quite long. And I'm trying to anticipate the future here as well as what we've experienced so far.
Sure.
Now, you can go east from the farm, but then you have to cross this antiquated bridge. And you run the risk of collapse or whatever, and that's, I
Yeah, I
just
don't
won't
have the
take a loaded
postings.
semi across there.
Sure.
I'll take an empty one, that sort of thing, but not a full one.
I'd have to look, I didn't see if there was any postings on that bridge. I'd have to look at that again.
Not,
I don't know.
Not specifically for the bridge,
There's no weight limit postings on it?
no,
Okay.
no.
But we have a dead end on this sign, right?
There's a dead end, and below the sign, or behind the sign, is a level B warning.
Yep.
It's probably not visible, but it's there.
Which direction are we looking at
You're
here?
looking east?
Okay, so this would be at the county line, looking east?
Yes.
And these are all looking east, just
Yes,
as you go?
all east.
Okay.
The farm we're talking about is to the far, in the distance to the right.
Okay.
Right, that's correct. It's not the immediate cornfield you see right there.
So is that closed then?
No, it's used, but only with light loads.
I guess I'm confused with that.
I don't know why the dead end sign is there, I didn't put it up. But it's not a dead end, you can't cross.
You can't go through.
Hunters do it, I do it with
Okay.
light loads.
Okay, but it's not a posted.
No.
I'll do that. If it's not
I don't
posted,
think it
should be
is,
able
I don't
to.
recall seeing, no, not, no.
Okay,
We got a couple things to look at out there.
yeah, yeah. Well, if it's in bad shape, like you say, we wanna make sure that it's on the list of getting inspected, so. Is it a long one, short one?
No, it's very short.
Okay.
You know, it was probably done in the early 1900s. It's quite adequate for taking light stuff through it, and that's
Okay.
no problem. I wouldn't want it closed, you know.
Yeah. Okay. I'll look some more into it, see what we can come up with. You know how many different property owners are on that? So, and they probably have access.
This is mine. You go in. I go in here.
Okay.
Corey's not here, we tabled that.
So
Nobody
really,
showed up here
there's one,
at all.
two,
So there's no response from
there's
anybody.
three.
And no written responses either.
In my opinion,
December
I don't think we have to,
No.
rock the
No,
entire
we
road.
were just listening today and
Just
what
right
we're
down the
supposed to do.
center,
Bob
give us
said
something
if
to
there was
work
any
with there.
verbal responses or
I
written
think we
responses that he
ought to
needed to know.
making that level
And then
C
next week
turn
you
it
can
up.
have something set up.
That doesn't mean that it won't be maintained.
December
We still, because we'll have a key too.
December 21st.
So we,
for
you
the-
know, we'll blade them in the spring,
taking care of.
before planting and before harvest.
Taking
Make
care
sure
of.
they're passable. Then that way they gated.
And then this environment.
Marty 80
Basically,
simply made a
yeah.
pass this summer just to move some dirt around.
Okay.
But he just simply filled in the ruts, and
How's
then,
things going?
of course, that doesn't do anything. The next guy comes through, tears them up again, so. It's gotta be rock to be effective, but not a lot. It won't take a lot, but just something,
Yep, we'll take a look at it.
okay?
Do you have any other questions, Byron? We got them all handled here? All right, well, thank you. Next I have is utility permits. I have no utility permits. Secondary Roads Department,
And put wings on today.
a little bit of snow out there. Now I have is the award the contract to Matthew Construction Company for asphalt paving projects, STPS CO 4283, 5E42, and FMCO 4284, 5542.
D55, D65 resurfacing, Matthew Construction.
Want to tell us about it? Nope.
Golden Place Recycling and Resurfacing. We built up the intersections this year, so
And this will happen next year, right?
this will happen next year.
Yep. Do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion to award the contract to Matthew Construction Company for asphalt paving project STP-S-CO 4283 5E 42 and FM CO 4284 55 42.
I'll second it.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Any other business?
You know what the cost of that is?
Daryl?
I don't remember off, I think together, what, 2.5 million? Do you have the contracts there? Did Bruce send them up?
No.
I'll get those numbers to you.
Approximately.
2.3, 2.5, somewhere in there.
Any other discussion? Or any other business? Hearing none, I can ask for adjournment.
Move to adjourn.
I'll second.
It's been moved and seconded. All in favor say aye.
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 Motion carries. Thank you.